everybody, welcome to the show. We're going to be starting here in a little over 3 minutes. If you are new to an EFP feature, we like to do things a little differently here. The audience does get involved through StreamLoot cards. You can pick yourself up a pack using the SL code. If you do, the cards right now are active for Dragonlance. We did add 2 new cards for the show tonight for our player, as we are going to be doing the last Prelude tonight, The Silence of Fire. Drew is going to be joining us tonight with his lovely character. I have not talked about it at all because I knew he was the last show, but I haven't told Drew either. The rest of the cast knows that we have quite a few guest stars tonight. And we're digging back deep to 20 years ago, the first time we've played Dragonlance together. So I wanted to bring him back to the first time we played D&D together as a longtime friend. I prepped this one a decent amount. It's an amalgamation of one of the Preludes and something I want to do. If you remember the end of last episode, we're starting with his retainer on fire. I'm super excited. So start playing your StreamLoot cards. We're going to see how this goes. Drew is already crying in the background, and we'll be with you guys in about 2.5 minutes. Well, hello everybody. I am excited for tonight's episode. I have been waiting to run this for quite some time. But 20 years. I've been waiting 20 years to run this. This is a conclusion to what happened between Drew's character playing in Dragonlance when we met 20 years ago. A conclusion to the timeline in between, because they left Corinne and went somewhere else and did other things, and some shit happened during that time frame. And we've all, for the most part, I think a lot of us have read the Dragonlance books growing up. I know a lot of us have been listening to them on audiobook moving forward. And you can't see Drew right now, but he's got his head in his hand. He's very worried. And I couldn't find a background piece to really fit. You'll notice it's kind of blurred out because of the bouquet, but he'll know when it happens. So let's start off with, I would love Drew to explain what his character looks like, but before he gets to do that, the way we ended last episode was setting up this one. They are in the middle of traveling from Palanthus to Volgar for the funeral of Ispen Greenshield, a dear friend to him and many of the other people who are part of the Tuesday cast. But he wakes up to the warmth of a fire that is burnt out, so that makes no sense, and his retainer, Alistair, is running by on fire as they're camping in one of the farmers' fields, asked for the okay to camp in one of the shelters for the evening. So let's go take a look at how Drew feels right now. He seems worried. Hi, buddy. What's wrong, Drew?
This isn't worry.
What's wrong?
This is anger.
Are you okay?
God damn it.
So, it's been a while since we've been back to Ansalon, and it's been a really long time since I've lit anyone on fire in a game. So, we're going to start with your lovely retainer, ablaze. Todd, could you turn your camera on to play his retainer, please?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, God, Todd.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
So we'll let Todd turn it up. So let me switch this over. Hold on, I gotta write this down. 1, 2, 4, and 5. We're gonna go to the 2 cam here, and we're gonna say hi to the person who's on fire.
God damn it.
Hey, Todd!
Hi.
You're playing Alistar faux turn, but maybe not for very long. Alistar only has one wound as a retainer. So why don't you roll that now for being on fire as the entire field is lit ablaze? I'm going to move us over to the map for that, just so we really can get the baked-in feeling of how I wanted to start this. So, it's bad, everybody, and I'll bring it over so you can see it as well. It's pretty bad. There's the map, right? So we are now on the fire fields, and I'm super worried. Why is this one not switching for me? It is so mad about it that it doesn't want to switch. Is that how you're gonna play today? It doesn't want to play. Here, we'll fix it. Todd, make your roll while I am fixing this.
And what kind of roll am I looking to make?
You're doing your retainer roll for taking a wound. It's on page 72. I have it pulled up. I believe it is a Constitution saving throw, if I remember correctly.
That makes sense.
Taking damage.
Yeah, Constitution saving throw. DC is the average damage from the attack.
Oh, cool. Nothing like Dragon's Fire for the average damage of your roll. Don't worry, it's a secondary. It's the brush that's on fire. The average damage would be a DC 15.
So this particular save bonus for this character puts me at a stunning 21 because I rolled very well.
You are running on fire, and I'm going to now bring us in. The map is now working. I know you two could see it, but the audience couldn't see it. That little shelter in the corner.
Drop, and roll.
That little shelter in the corner is where you all are. That is like a small way station that you can stay in. So let me bring the fire to bear here for the rest of the audience.
Let me open a roll 20. I stayed out for secrets.
Yeah. Oh, I'm full
fire.
of them tonight.
That's a lot of fire.
It's a lot of fire. I'm only showing part of it. So this field you traveled in from the west, the farmer is letting you stay here out of the kindness of their heart. Drew, when you stand up and the camera pans the silhouette running by, oh no. Oh no. Elgato, stop looking at me. It hates me. I don't know. I don't know where I went. I went away.
Oh no.
It's okay.
All right.
Already fixed it.
Gremlin attacks.
See, problem solved. The guy runs by as a silhouette ablaze, trying to put him out as he dives into the field, putting himself out. As you're standing up, what type of armor do you wear? And can you sleep in it?
I wear heavy armor, so I can't sleep in it.
Cool. So it's sitting next to you. What do you wear instead? Do you have secondary armor on your character sheet?
I do, but that is also not something I would sleep in because it is.
I'll move for you, Todd.
Just want to be on camera when I burn to death.
Done.
Yeah. I have scale mail, but that's like packed away. Like that's not something that I wear. So I'm just basic in my padded.
Just the undergarment that provides no armor bonus.
Yeah, the undergarments.
Cool. What is your passive perception?
Because I'm sleeping. My passive is a 15.
That is high enough to notice in the smoke you see shadows across the field. I will pan out for the rest of the audience to see. Across the field in the pumpkin patch, you see fire ablaze and something flying through the smoke. What would you like to do, sir?
Something flying.
Yep.
How big?
Hard to tell. I moved by pretty quick, and the smoke is heavy. This is blowing down like grains, sunflowers. There is a field of tomatoes to the southeast. You're in a green bean field, and then there's pumpkin patch to the south. He gave you like a pumpkin pie and like squash soup for the night for you two to eat.
Oh.
Yeah, Gambison is what he's in, AW, right? That's the word he was looking for.
Gambison, thank you, yes. I'm gonna move to Alistair and if he has stopped, dropped, and rolled in the tilled earth, I'm going to like shove some of it on the flames to try and put him out.
Okay. You can definitely try to do that. As this happens, the thing that flies through the shadow drops more fire into the middle of the intersection, setting it ablaze. But you hear a distinctive, like, the crackling noise, but with that perception, the reason I wanted you to roll is you can hear the shattering of glass. As a...
Wait, you're saying
I can hear it.
You're saying I have to
you
roll?
can hear it. That's what that 15 was for. You can hear a shattering of glass as the more fire shows up. So you're running to him. We're not in combat rounds yet, but we are in what I like to call fire countdown rounds. I have a countdown in front of me. I'm not telling you what it is. Every round, more fire is going to be added to this map until you find a way off of it. You have to go east to go in the direction you need to go. If you go west, you head back the way you came from. North, the entire field is on fire.
How far are we from the river?
Probably half a mile, quarter mile.
Oh, so not close.
No, not close at all. They bring in water to water their fields.
Is there any type of space up here next to the...
There may be. You can't see through the fire from there. The fires are raging between 8 to 12 foot high in this field.
Can we not go through the fire, sir?
That is my choice.
These robes are just soot.
I need a vacation.
Now, if you move through anything that is not a road, it's half movement. Unless you have something to bypass that. Drew, your internet is choppy as shit tonight. I can hear you fine. Your video is just choppy.
Yeah, it
blower
is.
across the
Choppy
street,
on my
sucking
end,
up your
too. I don't know
Wi-Fi?
why that is.
Beats me. It is
No,
cleaned up.
I'm not even Wi-Fi. I'm hardlined.
Yeah, cleaned up. You're good. So, would you like to move up to there to figure out if you can squeeze through? The green beans are about shoulder height because they're on trussets and shit like that to kind of keep them off the ground in areas. Which is also all ablaze. All the wooden trusses are fucking ablaze too.
Right. I'll move back to the building, gather my things, and be like, see if there's a way through.
So you move and get your stuff, and then you tell Alistar to go look. Hey, Alistar, would you like to go look through the fire and see if you can make it out?
As you wish. I will.
So you retainers have the same movement. They're 30 foot. You do have Firebolt. You don't have any spells other than that yet because you're a low-level retainer. Firebolt, the irony. Would you like to move up and around? Just move your character to where you want to go. In a two-move action, because I'm assuming you're going to move and pass a perception and see if you can find a way through.
I don't have control over that.
Oh, okay. I can fix that. That is not hard. I'll just make it all. Anyone can do it. All players. There you go. Now you can move
Get
it.
onto this path. Go over here.
Okay.
See if the way to the west is clear.
The west? That's all. Okay, so you're talking about leaving that way. All right. Sure, give me a perception check. I'll pan us on the map so we can see.
Oh, I was talking about up here.
Oh, I know. But he's like, nope, away from the fire, please.
But you were talking about where?
That's fair.
He was talking about
North?
up over here. That's okay.
Whoops.
Retainers don't have to listen. They just do their best. And you are smarter than him. Like in this
20?
kind of planning. Natural 20. You do see it is a
20.
clear path for a little while. Out in the distance, you can see houses from other farms in the area on fire. And the wind, because you made a 20, is blowing from the west to the east. The crops next to you are hayfields.
Not for long.
Now, you could go through there, but you may get trapped. East goes into a rice field, which is mostly water. But you would need to get
Like the
through
sound of that.
here.
All right, then I will go back and report that.
All right, you make back. Audience, can I get someone to roll me a D6 roll, please?
Exclamation point 1d6.
Yeah, exclamation point 1 D6 for those who are new to the show. I'll move you back over to there, Todd. How long does it? Well, are you gonna don your armor, or are you just gonna pack it up and run?
I'm looking up to see how long that takes.
Oh,
in
don't
fifth
you
edition,
worry.
'cause
I
haven't had
have
to
it.
do
I have it pulled up right here, good sir. Is it heavy armor?
Yes, it is.
Donning it is 10 minutes. If someone helps you, it's 5.
We don't have that kind of time. So,
Light armor
Yeah,
is
I'm
1
just-
minute because you can like slip it on and strap it down.
right. Yeah, I don't have light armor. So I grab my backpack and the bundle of my heavy armor, and I put my sword belt on, so that's on.
Okay.
And I'll carry the heavy armor in my right hand and my shield in my left. And then if something happens, I'll just have to drop the armor and pull my sword.
So the map is split into 6 quadrants, starting with 1 in the upper left, 2 being in the middle one, basically each field. They rolled a 2. Can I get a D10 from the audience, please, for direction of the bomb, the fire being dropped? Oh, yeah. Well, exclamation point, 1 D10. I'm hoping for an 11. All right. Or 9. 7?
7.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's bad for you all. As another shadow flies over top, you see something falling from the sky on the road just south of the hut. If you want to run by it before it drops, I need athletics for you all. If you're going to let it drop and go around it, nothing needs to be rolled. But I'm not going to put it down until you make a decision as it's falling out of the sky.
Repulsor.
I want to move this direction where I was looking at.
Okay, so then you don't need to roll. Well, that's not what I asked you. This is an immediate reaction, so you're like, I'm going the way I was going to go before. That's what you're
Yes.
doing. All right, so it drops here. That's what I wanted to know. As that happens, another one drops from the sky into the path below, blocking your way to the cross section. The fire is raging now, and it is starting to spread. If you're going to go that way and look through, I need a perception check from you, or an investigation, whichever one you would like to use.
You talking to me or
To you.
Alistair?
He's following you. Todd, you may notice below the... Oh, I gave you that card. There's a little bonus that they get. While he is pulling that up, I'm going to show everybody what Alistair looks like, because we may not see him for very long if this keeps up the way it's going. This is Alistair. He's a white-robed mage. He carries a spiked staff, which I don't know if you're going to be able to see on this piece. But... we edit him. Done. Save. Aeon. Show the players. Yes, please. This is Alistair. He is a white robe in training with Firebolt. Very drab white robes. He's done his apprentice trial, but he hasn't really gotten his full-fledged robes yet. He is very intelligent, currently scorched, and he has the ability to cast Firebolt, which is irony right now, but he is good at investigation. So that is our retainer for the evening. So, Drew, move yourself over to where you would like to be. And make me your roll, sir. Either investigation or perception. A 1. Now, I would like to remind you, there are some really cool things you can do. If you would like an inspiration or reroll, you take 2d6 damage, and you can have a free inspiration. You don't have to use any of your bond's ideals or flaws. Or, if there's a way to tie your bond, ideal, or flaw, you can only use each one of those once in a session, and they have to make sense. I will give you an inspiration.
Is that in the new rules section?
What? For bonds, ideals, and flaws? That's just how bonds, ideals, and flaws work. The 2d6 is a card.
Got it.
So you can either, if you have one that matches, if you don't, we'll just have Alistair roll. Problem solved. Because he's good at investigation.
I don't have one that matches. So
all right,
let Todd roll this.
Give me Alistair. Give me a roll to see if you can find a way through the little gap of fire that is here.
18.
18. So those fire trusses that are there, I mean, trusses for the green beans that are there, it is holding up the fire. There is a hole that you two could crawl through.
Here, sir. I don't know what you designed this guy's personality to be like, but he's...
I gave you the
He's very
brief description.
So,
Oh, all right.
yeah.
Oh, whatever you want to play him as is what he's going to become.
Over there, you dick. Let's go.
I mean,
Oh.
it says he's helpful,
Something's fucky. It's Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys.
not Bubbles. So, are you crawling through?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Audience, can I get a D6? On a 1 to 3, he's okay. It doesn't collapse on him.
You fucking want one?
As you crawl through to the other side, you will be able to at least see when you crawl into the fire. There is a road here, and there is a path that looks like that's not on fire here to make your way towards the east. We'll see. On a 1 to 3, it doesn't collapse, and there won't be a saving throw required. Audience, give me a exclamation point 1d6.
Exclamation point D6.
4, you're fine. You crawl through, you come out on the other side. I need a second one for our retainer. A 4, also okay. It doesn't collapse on them. As you crawl through, it finally crumbles as the fire spreads in the area. The two of you can see north. It is just nothing but fire. But you might be able to make it through this little gap that's over there. And I'm going to spread the fire this round.
Yeah.
And this is now the current fire.
Yep. Move through the gap.
All right, so as you
Before it
run
closes.
through the gap, making your way east, as you hit the break here, behind you, you hear the sound of flapping wings, and it is way louder than anything else you've heard. The other things just kind of flew by and were dropping stuff and causing fire. You see the night sky light up the blackness in bright, fiery red. And the silhouette of a creature with at least 100-foot wingspan can be seen.
Okay.
Does anyone here have Arcana? Someone have Arcana here? Or knowledge on dragons?
I have it.
Alistair has Arcana.
Yeah, give me a roll, please.
I have History.
You can give me
I don't know if that
history.
would-
I will actually, for this world, history makes 100% sure. You know,
Okay.
they've been through
Got
this
it.
before.
I've got a 10.
21.
That is an ancient worm of some form or another. If its mouth is lighting up, probably a red. Because there are no
Okay.
metallics around. As you see the night sky light up, I need all of you to give me an athletics check or a survival check to get off the property as it flames this entire field.
$19.
Okay?
We live through this. We're going to renegotiate my contract.
If I live through this, we're going to renegotiate our contract.
I rolled a 9.
Boy, I would recommend either spending the card to give yourself inspiration. Viking Mermaid play one, but you have to take 2d6 damage to do that, or a bond, ideal, or flaw.
The only way I could play an ideal is if I make sure I push Alistair through first, and so that is the result of his roll.
What is your your ideal?
My honor is my life.
You know what? I'll give it to you. I think that makes sense. Give me a reroll. Maybe you can roll better than
Okay.
what Voss would roll, because I feel like Voss is rolling your dice tonight.
God damn it. It's an 11. I rolled a 6 instead of a 4.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad, good sir. You know, really tonight I thought that maybe I would be killing Todd's character, but it doesn't feel like that's what's going to be happening. There is a card for +2 to rolls if you would like to use it.
That'll give me a 13.
That's not that good.
Doesn't sound like it'd be good enough.
Doesn't sound like that's very good to me. It doesn't sound like that's very good to me at all.
11 plus 2 is 13. So.
Okay. So, as the fire comes raining down, the camera sees Alistair run and make it as you see the fire wrap and hit around him, consuming him in flames. Drew, this is a very good time for me to go to solo cam and ask you a few questions.
Okay.
How attached are you to your character? No, I'm just kidding. Does your character worship a god?
He does, actually.
Who does he worship? Because I don't know this.
He worships Paladine.
All right. Can I get a percentile roll from the audience?
Oh, boy.
Can I get a 1D100 from the audience?
Oh, boy.
See what we get here. As the fire wraps around you, you are in a small 10-foot circle of flame, safe from whatever seems to be going on. As you see Alistair run off into the distance to, save himself because you shoved him. $1D100. Let me bring this to the foreground. 1D100 is one. I just used it the other day. Try D100 for me, would you? And I will double check it on my end. There we go. D100. I'll add the one version as well. I'll add one as well. As you,
not what I was looking for.
What do you do as this fire rages around you? As you are trapped in the middle, dividing you two from everything. No immediate exit out that you can see. Let me rearrange this. What would you do?
On. Where is it? So oh, it's just for attacking. Okay, never mind.
I'm all ears. I mean, now's the time to fucking be creative. If any other time was a time to be creative.
Well, this spell is if I miss a creature with an attack.
No. Yeah, already.
But it's not.
I mean, you could brave the flames and run through them. It is dragon's fire, but at least it isn't being breathed on you.
Okay.
Thirty retainers. But yeah. 30 retainers. Or do we just camera shift and give you Hellstar?
You know what? This spell is bonus action. So I'm going to this is actually a good insight into what Terran is.
Okay.
So as he this is not going to work, but it's really all I've got. As he starts to, like, he looks at the situation and sees the way that Alistair went. Mm-hmm. You are going to see on the, not Cossack, what's the padding called again?
Gamison?
Gamison. On the Gamison,
Besides the sweat stains that you have right now, out of the nightmare that you just had, followed by this.
Yeah. On the gamison, you see a 3-pointed star kind of appear, and it's angled, and it looks to be the holy symbol of Paladine, but it slowly starts to bleed through as his stigmata.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Starts to bleed. He loses 5 hit points.
I forgot. So you should probably tell people what you're playing, because I 100% forgot about this.
I'm playing a martyr.
From Valda's Spire. Mm-hmm. So what is a martyr exactly? They're kind of paladin-ish, right?
Not necessarily.
No?
Martyrs can actually be a lot of different things, but one of their
they're holy though, usually, correct?
Not necessarily.
Oh, wow, okay.
Well, no, they are because they have a stigmata. They're basically given a divine cause, and they have an ordained death. They are fated to die.
Yeah, I'm assuming this is not how you're supposed to be fated to die in
Let's hope not.
Burning field. What are you activating? Not. What's the spell?
He's going to cast Sanctuary on himself and try and walk through the flames. Now,
okay. Ballsy.
Until the spell ends, any creature who targets the worded creature with an attack or harmful spell must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attack or spell. So, the spell does not protect the...
Keep reading the whole spell.
Well, so it's from area effects. So like an explosion of fireball, I don't know if it would work with fire that's already there. Like,
well, it depends.
Fire.
If you casted it and you ran through it as it was hitting the ground, I will let you do that as a reaction. You are someone who has lived in the field and fought and done stuff. What is my role?
You need to make a wisdom saving throw against me, which is not going to be tough, probably.
Okay. Cool. I feel like I should roll this and not the audience. I think that makes the most sense because it is my dragon.
Sure.
All right. Let me see what Flame Strike rolls. I rolled a 4, which gives me a 12.
Are you serious?
Dead serious. On my new red dice.
Cool. Hey, I'm using red dice right now, too, because I don't have the new ones.
Yeah, so as you dive through the fire, do you take any damage?
No, because I'm warded.
All right.
On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attack or spell. So...
Okay. So then I'll go back so we can see Alistar as well here. Alistar, do you run or do you stay? Like, when this happens, like, do you leave him behind?
No. He is the boss.
Okay.
We're in this together.
Okay.
Teamwork makes the dream work. We are going to get him out of here.
Okay.
I don't know how because all I can do is shoot fire, but...
Well, you're smart and intelligent. So are you both running from here then? And running east. And it does look like clear fields until it hits the rice field, which is just full of water.
Yeah, I mean, we'd be running. Like, I imagine, like, Alistair turns to figure out how he can help, and he sees Terran just walking through the flames.
The fire kind of parts and wraps around this glowing shell. Isn't Paladine silvers and blues?
Yeah, kind of.
That blue shield kind of around him as he walks through the fire licking, and the thing breaks and heads north into the sky, and it's just flaming the entire field. But it leaves the east as you guys see a clear path out. Do you hide in the rice fields, or do you continue to run for the evening as far as your legs will carry you?
I would say we continue to run. This is not a place we want to be.
Well, then I would like an athletics for how long you can run for the evening until you're tired, because you did not get a full night's rest.
Why couldn't I have rolled like this during my show?
With that,
Yeah, no shit.
Drew, can you refresh?
Nat
Can
20.
you refresh your browser for me, or refresh your OBS to see if it fixed the choppiness? I'll take you out of the scene, and we'll talk to Alistar for a minute here. Alistar, as you are running with him through the fields, you're pretty burned up. You did not get injured. Your robes protected you from this. Can I get a? You have Arcana, right? You're trained in Arcana.
Yep.
Can you give me an Arcana check?
Did you want that
basic-
athletics?
Yeah, athletics as well.
17 I got for the
So
athletics.
17 for you. Okay.
Arcana, dirty 20.
So 17 for your athletics for Alistair. And what did you say your Arcana was?
17.
17 and 17?
No, 17 and then a natural 20.
A natural
dirty
20.
20.
So
I'm
dirty
confusing
20.
myself.
You know, to the east, there is a old temple past the farm area, about a day out. That temple, it was traditionally made as a waste point where it's an open ceiling, so like rain, everything pours in. There's basins that catch the water. People can rest there at this waste stop, but it also allows for you to pray to any of the gods that existed pre-cataclysm. And it is for all three moons and the gods that fall under them. That structure, of any structure in the area standing, is that, because it survived the cataclysm. While it is damaged and things have fallen, at least you could find water and shelter there. And if this thing is still attacking, those old temples were made to survive the Dragon Wars. Probably the best thing that you could do.
Best
With
bet
that,
to go there.
I'll let you tell our resident martyr the same thing.
So there are structures. In which direction was it, Eric?
East, the way you're going.
East. There are structures further east that have stood for centuries. That's probably our best bet. Find something sturdy and seek shelter there.
I agree. We head there.
What is your athletics?
I rolled a nat 20.
So both of you easily can travel through the rest of the night to a safe area. Not close enough to get to the temple, but you will be able to rest in the field somewhere that is safe, in an outcropping of trees, something along those lines. There's no buildings in this area, but it'll at least give you a safe place. I'm going to move you to a campsite for the night here as we get to an area to camp. You'll notice on the map I already have your characters there. It's a small area. You set up a small fire if you would like for warmth. It is currently in the beginning of fall, so it's pretty cold. It has not rained or anything like that for the last couple of days. It is dry in this area. Let me take us over to the map.
Easy to start a fire then.
Easy to start a fire. Keep yourselves warm as you kind of set up for the evening. As you rest for the night, if you would like to use any of your pieces or any of your recovery die to heal yourselves, you can. Or if you have a lineage power that would be something you want to use, you could use that before you recover your recovery dice. But no matter what, the rest for that evening for Alistair, besides the burned clothes, is fine. But unfortunately for Taryn, it is very unrestful. And I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw for how much rest you get during.
Another nat 20.
You wake up feeling great. You sit up. Alistar, you're probably... Do you get up before Taryn on average, like study and look through your books? Are you an early riser?
Probably. Just
You have to be as a wizard.
get
Cool.
a jump on the day. Yeah.
The campsite looks just like it is. When he wakes up and you turn to see him awake, behind him, like a headboard, is a 9-foot tall, curtained piece of furniture. Was not there when you guys went to bed. It's just, he wakes up, you turn back, and it's just there.
Sir, did you bring furniture with you?
What? No.
This is here. It was not here. I didn't conjure it.
And it's a red, velvety curtain with scales along the bottom of it. It looks like it's been scorched in spots, like maybe it got hit by fire at some point, maybe from the previous area, but this thing is too big for any of you to be carrying unless you have a magical holding space for it. It's like 9 foot tall by like 8 foot wide. It's almost a square.
I'd like to examine it a little bit closer.
Are you are you removing the curtain?
Before you go anywhere near this, Alistair, help me with my armor.
5 minutes.
Of course.
Okay. While you're doing that and you're kind of keeping an eye on it, the breeze blows, the curtain's heavy, it's not enough to move it. Your fire has died down for the evening. The trees give you pretty good shade, and no one can see you from the road or the field next to you. It is maybe a foot thick, whatever this thing is, with a big base to it. You can see that it kind of is sitting on top of like maybe a step up.
Alistair, as we're putting on the armor, like I want to confide something in you. I have been dreaming of this since we left Palanthas. Every night.
Of this actual item?
Yes, it's I stand near the center of a forest clearing, which he looks around. Apparently we're in. There's normally sounds of battle, but I don't hear any now. And there's piles of bodies around the ground.
There are no piles of bodies.
One of them clutches, I can't tell what it is, something against their chest, but I feel an urge to pick it up, and before I can, that object glows and then flashes with intense light, leaving behind the shadow of a large piece of furniture covered in red cloth.
And as soon as you say that, rain starts to pour down in the area, snuffing out your fire.
Like immediate, like downpour, or does it like start to sprinkle?
From zero to downpour. And the leaves start to blow, filling the air. But the blanket, the cover that is on it, is unmoving. Like, this is like fire cloth heavy. Like, this drapery does not move.
Pulls out his shield and draws his sword.
Okay.
Move to the side. I will draw the curtain.
Okay.
All right.
So as you start to draw the curtain back, are you going from like, are you just like pulling it off the top of it? Or are you lifting it to
part
look?
in the middle, or does it like?
No,
or
it
is just draped over it.
Draped over it. That's a feat in and of itself without a ladder.
Yeah, no shit. Like it looks like it's on the back as well.
Yeah, it's all the way around it.
Is it form fitted to go over whatever this is?
No, it's not like a grill cover. No, it's not like a grill cover that pulls over.
It's just a large piece of drape. It's a very large piece.
It's probably round, whatever this thing is. The blanket that's over it is round. And
like a round tablecloth, and they just dropped it on it. Okay, so what he's going to do is he'll grab a hold of the cloth with his left hand, so behind his shield.
Sure.
And he's just going to walk backwards, pulling it off.
When you grab it, it is thick, like quarter-inch thick. And when you grab it, now that you're close, you can see it's actually a weird leather. And the bottom is scale and chainmail woven together to give it weight. The bottom edge of it. As you start pulling.
I see that. I stop pulling.
Okay. It's warm, too.
Alistair, do you know what this is? This looks like a hide of some kind.
All right, I will move in to look at it.
That would be actually arcane, probably. That would probably be the most logical thing.
18.
Maybe religion. You could maybe do a religion check for it.
Arcana
say
check
18?
18.
At first you think, oh, this is dragon hide, but there's no scales. Like, it looks like maybe the scales are plucked, but the hide itself is very scarred. Like if someone had been wounded a lot in battle, and then it was leathered.
I hate you. I hate you so much. I hate you so much.
You seem to know
Son of a bitch.
what this is.
Drew has a
Drew knows?
decent idea of what this is. I swear to God, Eric, if this is a fucking
Nah.
I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
Nope,
Not
no
gonna say
guessing. Are you pulling the drapery
Yes,
off
he
of it?
continues to pull it off.
So when you get it, you're pulling from like one side to the other. As soon as like the platform hits and the water hits it, steam starts to come off of it as it is evaporating. Do you continue pulling?
Yeah, because he has to see what it is, obviously. So
You don't. You can just fucking leave it.
you're right. We could just leave it. You know what? Let's just head east. We've got a funeral to go to. Fuck this thing.
Are you serious?
No, I'm not serious.
You continue pulling it. Since you're pulling it, obviously, Alistair, you would see everything first.
I hate you.
As it's happening,
so we're
there's
clear.
a brass and bronze metal frame, and it looks like hands holding spirits coming out of it, with like inside of fire, as it kind of starts to wrap around an archway. And then you see like the reflection of your foot, your robe, your leg. As he finishes pulling, it's a black obsidian mirror, and I need a will save from Alistair.
Dude. Let's see. Kind of save do I have here? Oh, a wisdom save?
Yep.
I'm actually
Yep.
good at those.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
But not when I roll an addy 3 for a 9.
Okay. Would you like to use a card to take 2d6 damage and have to make a roll to use an inspiration? AKA, you would
How
just
does-
make your roll.
I was gonna say, how does a 2d6 translate to?
I would.
retainers?
The average
I feel like-
damage is 7 from it. You would have to make a save of a 7 to use your inspiration.
Oh, okay. Shall I
Super
use a
easy.
card
Isn't that
for-
fucking awesome? No. It's
great.
your choice.
Yeah, let's use a card.
All right.
Why not?
Done.
I
We're going to
haven't
use
used a
inspiration.
card
We're going to
now
use Viking mermaids.
today. All right. So this
your
is
save
to
first.
roll a saving throw. This is a
To see if you take a
redoing
wound.
the save.
This is to see if you take a wound first.
So what kind of
It's your-
type of save?
It's
Constitution?
Constitution. Yep.
Okay.
And then you make a will save after again. Or wisdom, sorry.
Then I
wisdom
got a
save.
14 on
You're
the
fine.
Constitution.
And then you need to make a wisdom save. Adam's like, are you okay, Drew?
So I rolled lower than the last time. So if the card does the card give me the +2?
No, the card just lets you use an inspiration to roll again.
Card just let me use. Yeah. So
Hey, Drew,
that's
can
a
you take
point
your headphones off? I
lower.
need to speak to Alistair privately.
That's an
Sure.
8 instead of a.
Sure. Okay,
Instead
cool.
of
Cool.
9.
We're gonna go back to you. So hold on
I
a
hate
minute
it here.
This has nothing to do with what Drew's thinking.
would
you're
be.
just torturing him on purpose.
Unfortunately, he is probably right. You can hear the voice of something in the mirror. There's a reflection of you and a black silhouette that's much larger behind it in the distance of the mirror. There is a lever on the mirror to the right that looks like the face of a person with their skin pulled back and the knob out of their mouth. And you hear, "Free me, and I can save you from all that is happening in this God-forsaken world." You take a 5-foot step closer towards it. How far were you originally from the mirror?
I had last thing I mentioned. I had said I'd step closer to examine it when I rolled.
How
my-
close would you like to be?
Oh, let's really crank up the tension for Drew. Let's put me right next to it.
All right, I will put a mirror on here for you. We are going
Amir's
to...
here? Great.
Amir, hey Amir. No, we're gonna put Amir here, and we will let you pick how close that is. Give me 1 second here. I'll go to the Vile Tiles. That seems like the most appropriate here.
Vile tiles. Sounds
That is
great.
the name of it. Yep, that is the name of the company who makes these.
Put me close enough, but not far enough that he has no chance. You give him a little.
There you go. Put yourself wherever you'd like to be next to that.
I can't move on this map.
Oh.
Just.
Yeah, you can. Now. There you go. There you go. Hey, Drew.
Yeah, like, oh, this is.
You're good now. So he moves closer to this obsidian mirror. There is a lever out of it with a pulled back face, and out of the mouth is the knob for the lever, and on the right-hand side of it. You just see a reflection of him in the mirror as he steps closer to examine it. It's a black obsidian glass.
Yeah.
And it's steaming. All the rain that hits it, there's just steam coming
Yeah, because it's evaporating, almost like it's hot. Yeah. No, I get it. Yeah.
What do you want to do as he steps closer, Taryn, to investigate it? As Taryn, not as Drew.
Where's the quit button? Can I just leave?
I went in the basement and dug up notes for this adventure.
I'm so happy that you did. I really am. Like, there's a.
I must say, I love being a co-conspirator with Frankhouse Dilemma.
It's satisfying.
This is fun.
Here, let me make it the right color.
This is not a dilemma. There's no choice here.
There is. There is.
You're right. There is. I could have just not walked away, or I could have just not walked away and done what I'm doing, or I could have walked away. But that wouldn't make any sense for the character. Not at all.
No, it wouldn't. So what are you doing?
No, it wouldn't.
What are you doing?
Well, the first lesson is stop making heroic characters.
That's true.
Or at least honorable characters.
I think my next character is just gonna be a flour mill operator.
Let me get
He's not gonna adventure. He's just gonna be an NPC that the party will see maybe for part of a session and then leave.
There you go.
I'm gonna roll a insight. Wouldn't make actually
investigation makes the most sense.
Well, that investigation is why I have Alistair, because that's one of his skills.
Well, he's walking up to do that right now.
Cool. I'm gonna roll a knowledge history on whatever the fuck this thing could be.
Religion or Arcana. History you could do, but I'm going to tell you it's over a 20. But you're welcome to do that. I'm just letting you know it's a very difficult check. Not many people would know about this. There's, I would say, a total of probably 1, 2, 3, 4 people in Corinne plus a dragon that probably know about this. We're not even to the other guests yet.
Yeah, I'm aware. Well, he's not trained in religion.
No, but you can still roll. I mean, you could get a nat 20. You've been doing it all night. I would say you just don't know what it is, unless you would like to look in the mirror.
Roll history, like I said. Nope, no idea. Roll
no idea. Are you going to step within line of it because you pulled the curtain off? I'm assuming you were off to the right. Are you going to walk around to look at it with him?
Yeah.
All right. Make me a will save. Or wisdom save.
19 on the dice. That's a 24.
You hear a voice start to speak, but you immediately shut it out of your head. You're so used to doing this. From being a martyr over the years. But he is walking towards it blindly. And it is obvious to you that he is walking towards it blindly.
I'm going to grab the back of his cloak and pull him back.
All right. Give me another save then, Alistair.
And I'm going to turn him away from the mirror as I do it.
Oh, then you don't have to make a roll. If he turns you away, you don't have to do it. You're fine. You break eye line, you don't have to do it. It's just a black mirror then. With a bronze border, like I told him, it's the, the hands like this holding fire with souls moving out of it. And you can see that the color shifts down 9 times down the mirror's border, the frame on it, to a solid black platform below. Are you guys going to continue going east? Or are you going to keep fucking with this?
Where could it have come from?
I don't know.
Why?
But there was a
It's
voice.
something you've dreamt of.
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah.
Huh.
It's something I've dreamt of, and I don't know why.
It's very alluring.
I can tell you that I did not forget.
Months
you actually
studying
martyred.
this.
And I did not forget what your martyrdom is.
Did you hear a voice talk to you? I heard something try to speak to me through the mirror, and I turned it out. That's why I turned you away from it.
I didn't hear anything, right? I was just.
Yeah, I know
did.
you heard.
I
Oh,
did.
yeah, you did. Now, do you remember
yes,
what it said, though?
I think it said something. I just know I wanted to.
I would need an intelligence check, because it seems to be quickly fading like a dream.
Oh, nice. 15?
Yeah, you remember. You remember what it said?
Then I repeat that because
It
Todd's
said
already
it
forgotten.
said that if you were to release me, I can save you for this godforsaken world.
Yeah, something needs releasing.
Which is true, because everyone believes the gods have left Kryn. You may not, as a worshiper of Palanthus, you still believe they're around. But
Well, the only reason I do is because I was
I know.
touched.
I know.
Yeah,
So what do you?
because he
wish to
didn't
do?
before.
Nope.
He followed the ideas of Habakkuk actually
So what do you wish to do?
beforehand.
Stay in here? Or are you going to keep heading east towards the temple? It's maybe 4 hours from here.
How secluded is this grove?
Probably half a mile to a mile. Like off the road, maybe like the tree line butts almost up against the road.
Does it have any way to climb up the mirror, like from the side?
I mean, I'm short of like actually scaling the metal frame. No, there's no ladder or steps pieces or anything like that.
Which way is the lever facing? Is it down or up? I'm assuming it's down.
Straight out, actually.
Straight out? So it didn't move when I pulled the
No,
thing off of it? Okay.
it's maybe that long out of the mirror. It's a decent distance, but the way it was draped, it definitely wouldn't have been touching it because it was like around the base, and it's weighted so it doesn't sink in. Do you leave or do you stay? That's really what this comes down to.
I don't feel, whatever this is, I don't feel good leaving it out in the open.
Okay.
So
It's not
I'm
in the open.
curious.
You can recover it up.
Yeah, that's why I'm wondering if I can scale it, because it's
I think
because it's
between
so
the
tall.
two of you and enough time, you can figure out how to get it over it with the trees and everything else and the logs that are around. You can get it over. It just takes some time.
Yeah, I'm gonna cover it back up.
All right. Also, take you both a wisdom save because you're gonna see the mirror at some point. You can't do it blind.
Nat 20.
Okay, you're good.
Holy shit.
Nothing like being a martyr.
These fucking dispel dice, I'll tell you what. Did I
don't
tell
have
you
to-
about these?
You don't have to say Norse dice anymore.
Well, no, I got these as a gift.
I do. Oh, I know. I love those. Those are the ones that Kelly has.
Prologue edition.
Yep.
I
What
got
about
12.
you? What did you get, Todd?
12.
12? That's not very good. We do have more inspiration if you'd like to use it. Might as well.
I feel like I'm wasting them. But
Nah,
why?
I mean, you might get a better roll.
Now I got to do the Constitution
Con
save
first, to make sure you don't pass
Con
out.
first.
7.
12.
You're good.
All right.
Give me a roll.
And then I re-roll. Much better. 19.
You're fine. You guys get it covered up. It's there. It gets colder in the area. As soon as it is covered back up, the rain stops and the leaves and wind stop blowing.
That's the weather. Very interesting.
This is... I still don't like it leaving it here, but we can't move it. We have no other choice. Eric, what is to the south of us with these bottles and things to the south on the map?
Previous campsite.
So this is a
It goes to the road if you head south.
There's no tracks. I'm gonna make another survival check.
Sure. I can tell you, just looking around, there's only your tracks.
So there's no tracks of anything bringing this thing in.
Nope. The only tracks would be at this other fire,
survival.
and the only reason you didn't set this fire camp, your camp up here, is because so many trees were chopped. Rain or weather would have hit you, so you just moved north a little bit more.
Plus, we just had an intense rainfall because of this thing.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Not that I wish it to, but perhaps it'll find you again tomorrow.
Thanks, Todd. Here's hoping not.
Do we continue going then?
Yes, we continue.
Okay.
Going.
Give me 1 sec here. So as you continue moving, heading back towards the road, you would go past.
Not metagame myself out of this situation.
No, you can.
Best I can.
Look, I'm gonna promise you can't metagame your way out.
Good.
I'm
Great.
not really worried about it. So below you, when you head back towards the road, you would pass through the other campsite, right? Because I did say the other campsite was there. I will delete this for you. You can see what the other campsite looks like before you get to the road. It's just a bigger area where there's been some scuffle. You can see a ton of trees are chopped down as well as you move yourself into this adjoined area.
Like they're chopped down, but not.
Looks like it's been
chopped up.
It looks like people come to here, chop them down, and then drag them over to where they can burn them. So you probably even gathered your firewood from here. It's just an area you pass through on the way.
Okay, gotcha. Search this campground for anything interesting as we're moving through.
Absolutely. Oops, I didn't mean to move that.
I rolled a 10, so my passive, 15.
There doesn't seem to be anything of value in here. It's been picked through numerous times.
Okay.
And then I'm assuming you continue towards the temple, right?
Yep.
So about 4 days it takes to get to the temple. As you start getting closer, when you leave that area, that mirror, when you look back, is gone.
Of course it is.
As you head towards the temple, you start to hear the sounds of battle. Can our other two guests please turn their cameras on so that I can bring you into the show as well here, everyone? We will continue our slots here. We are one. What is this? One. Let me redo Todd. Whoop. Bats! And then let me bring Todd in here for us as well. There we go. And hello, everybody. Bats! Oh, you're on here twice, Todd. You're so special. You only need to be here once. I will fix you. There you go. So, I didn't tell the two girls what they would be doing here tonight. I didn't tell Solera or everyone what's going on. As you come out of the state that you were in before, you've been traveling for weeks, you use your item, and there is a reason you had to flee where you were. I'm not going to say what it was publicly because I don't want to ruin that for a later show. But you had to randomly just leave somewhere. The safest place that both of you know of is a temple to the north. You've been told about this from Ispin, that he stops by there during his travels all the time, that it is a temple that is pre-cataclysm that everybody goes to for worship. It aligns to all three moons. And he had given you descriptions and vivid paintings and drawings he's shown you over the years. And it is easy for you to remember some of the cracks in the walls that are there. You are currently coming out of a temple. There is a man missing a hand with a flail fighting against two winged creatures. He's got one down on the ground that is melting. And he's at the doorway to this temple fighting. You two would hear this in the distance coming up off the road, the sound of combat. Drew and Moxie, both of you need to make me wisdom saving throws for a very similar dream.
Oh, I don't feel good about that. We are starting off rough tonight, everybody.
Moxie, you're a little quiet. If you can turn your volume up a touch for me.
Yeah, okay. I got a 14.
All right. So I don't care where the two sisters are. Anywhere on that map, you can drag your character and put them on this map with the large tree in the middle. The ceiling is knocked out of it. There is rain that has filled a lot of it. There are basins that are knocked over. And then all of the statues around are to the different gods in Corinne. So anywhere on this map to the right, you can put yourselves. I will say that the two coming up would be coming towards the door that enters this place, which is the stairs to the side over here. I know it looks like a wall, but those are stairs that come up and into the temple. There is one man out front fighting against two creatures. I will put them here as well for you. And I will apologize for everything that is about to happen from here forward. What did you get for your wisdom save, the two of you?
I got a 14.
Okay.
We're in the same entrance area?
Yeah, the girls can be anywhere they want. The sisters can be anywhere inside this building. I don't care where they are. They just drag their character onto it and put them wherever they would like to be. And then I'm going to grab our... Where are you at? This one? It is this one. No, don't grab that. That would be very rude of me to use those. All right. There is two at the top of the stairs here fighting. And where are the ladies putting themselves at? Moxie?
Where's my token?
Right.
You have to drag it out. Drag your character sheet onto it.
Character sheet.
Yeah, just drag it onto the map.
I forgot I could do that.
Yeah.
Here I am. I would be over here with Celera.
Outside the temple? Okay, cool. I didn't know if you wanted to come on the inside or come out on the outside.
I don't think we have much control over that.
I don't think we do either.
It's remembering the crack in the wall, so it's up to you. I'll let you pick.
So then it would probably make sense that we did show up inside then if the wall is what we can remember.
Yep, that's how it goes. You come out of the crack in the wall.
Then let's go there.
Well, this is a very beautiful tree.
Yep.
All right. Let me add these
didn't
two.
Remember the tree, but could remember the cracks in the wall.
The tree. I mean, you could remember the tree, but he's never described a big tree being there before.
That's fair.
So these are the two creatures that are here. They are copper-winged, dragon-scaled creatures. You have heard about them in the past. I don't think any of you have encountered one in any of the Preludes yet. Todd's other character has, but I don't think any of you have. If you would like to make a knowledge history, you can try to identify it, but it would be very difficult, and it would be your action to do so.
Just the ladies or us?
Anybody,
as well?
anyone on the screen right now can do this.
Celera's the bookish type. I think she would use her action to...
100%.
According to my studies that I was preparing for the trial.
100%.
And that's a 22.
Drew, you want me to make the check so you can be the man of action?
Sure. Yeah, go for it.
Right.
This is the gentleman fighting here.
12.
A 12. No. What did you get, Celera?
22.
There is rumors back pre-Cataclysm that the goddess Tchesis used to send her dragon children to war. And this is the closest thing you can resemble those two, is a dragon. If this is her children, you know they are crafted from the eggs of metallic dragons, hence the copper scales.
Okay.
They are very dangerous.
Voila.
With that said, I need initiative from everybody.
Okay. We'll take it.
17 for me.
I'm gonna move. Why did you make your character a second time, Drew? You could have just dragged the one over that was there.
Oh shit!
That's okay.
I don't know.
That other one, the other one at the campsite is the save point, so he can come back in if he dies. That's a martyr ability. Didn't you know that?
I added you all in. If you rolled manually, you can do that. If you type them, do that. I'm gonna add in mine. Badoop. And then I'm gonna add in. Well, I shouldn't have a name for that.
So, am I going full retainer? Like I act when Drew acts,
Correct.
And
Yep,
my
full retainer.
dex is higher than his.
You got it.
+1.
You got it.
All right. So
So whatever
+3
Drew puts,
would
you
be
can
my
put.
bonus to initiative. Drew, is that higher than your bonus to initiative? +3.
I have a +0, so.
All right. So you get a +1 to your initiative roll, and I go when you go.
Oh, neat. So we're at an 18 then.
So you're 18. You can type it in too, Drew. You just click it, type it, hit enter. I just did it for you though. And then I'll put yours at 18 as well because you act together, and that takes us on our order. Why is she here? Namajor is not here. Goodbye, Namajor. You're not here. You're not here. You're not here. And that looks like the 3 18s in a row are here. She's not here. There we go. It's bringing people from the last game for some reason. So that would be Greystone and Alistair. Alistair, you are both first. What would two of you like to do?
You can make his initiative 18.1 so that he's on the track before me if you want.
I could just do this.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine.
I can just drag it. It doesn't matter.
I didn't know you could drag it.
Yep.
Okay, even better.
So, like, we weren't heading here. We heard the sounds of battle, and we moved towards it.
Yep, that's what I would assume.
Todd, you don't know what these things are.
There are two people deeper into this temple. This temple's very tall. The stone is eroded, but everything is solid. There's no holes in the walls at all. There's cracks, but you cannot see through it.
Okay.
And then the stairs are open. There are no doors on the temple. It is an inviting temple. There's nothing that locks people out.
So 1, 2. So the doorway is roughly 20 feet across.
Yes, and it's about the same height.
Okay.
You would know pre Cataclysm, the doors of temples are made to fit the avatar of gods. The avatar of gods are between 15 to 20 foot tall.
Got it. How big are these winged creatures?
Medium size with a pretty good wingspan.
You said one is on the ground melting, and the other one is
There's
still...
3 in total. One is on the ground melting. The other 2 are standing.
He's going to... Let's see here. He's going to... Yeah. What's the person that looks like they're defending the temple? What do they look like?
They have a black robes on, like a cloak over top of their stuff. They're wearing medium armor. It's super scuffed up and damaged. They're missing a hand with a flail attached in the spot.
A flail attached where the hand was?
The hand would be, and he is just whooping people. Right now, he has a chain around the necks of one of them, and he is kneeing him with a spiked pauldron. Or, sorry, kneecap, not pauldron. Spiked kneecap. Just kneeing him over and over.
Okay.
And their backs are to you.
The dragons are.
The Draconians.
Well, whatever the wicked
kids.
things are.
Yep.
Yeah. Draconians. Does the man in armor seem to see us?
He doesn't. He seems just in the middle of combat and doesn't give a shit. He probably doesn't even know if there's 2 people behind him. He's not noticing it.
Which one is he engaged with?
The one
on
to
the
his
left
right.
or the one on the right?
He's
one to his
engaged
right,
with this
so-
one here. I will put him on top of this so you can see it better.
Okay. What's the one on the other steps doing? Like, it looks like is he trying to get around him? Is he about to
He's standing back up.
Okay, yeah.
They have short swords.
Terran will run in, and he shouts as he goes, Esularas oth mythas, as he draws his sword and moves into the one on the steps.
Which
loud
one?
enough, basically, basically loud enough so that the other person can hear him.
There. Absolutely. Yeah. He sees a sidelong glance. What language did you speak that in?
It is.
Is it Solomnic?
It translate. Yeah, it's Solomnic, but it translates to "My honor is my life." Basically, if you hear that,
is that something that a Solomnic knight would say?
Yes.
He would respond in the second half of whatever the phrase is.
Oh, there is none. That's it.
Okay. Then he would respond with the same phrase.
Cool. I attack.
All right. Give me a roll to hit.
I don't see any heraldry on him at all.
None. His armor is just marred.
Got it. Oof. 17 on the die.
Definitely hits.
So that's going to be...
Is this the one that does what I think it does?
3. So 4 points.
Okay, cool. Yeah, great.
There
is... Oh, I should go through this. We have some new cards. If you would like to, I believe we have an extra attack card left. Let me see here. And for Drew, this is new for you, so I will give you the rundown. You can either use a card's ability on the card that is your color, which is the green, or besides D20 rules, you can forfeit a card and use the die in the corner to add to spells for healing, damage, whatever you would like. At the bottom, you'll see a number. They do two things. One number is for me. If you ever see a DC there on a card, that's a DC that the person you're attacking has to make. With that said, would you like to use an extra attack to attack again? We have plenty of them. You might as well use them.
Sure. I can't see the card. I can only see the activity feed, so I can't see which ones are...
Yeah, you can. Hit pending only and hit DL.
I did.
Don't if you're under the new design, get rid of new design and go to old design in the upper right hand corner.
Oh.
And now type DL. I cleaned one up though. We're gonna use serving hands from last show, so you have one there. And then would you like to use a card for extra damage?
Sure.
If you hit. All right, let's see if you hit. Give me a roll to hit.
Oh God. Rolled a 1. So no.
Yeah, that's really bad. So you swing. He gets his sword up in time after the first hit on his knee. When he stands up, he is extremely strong. Stronger than a human would be. And he's strong enough to lift with you pushing down on top of it.
Okay.
And he's been hit before. He's got puncture wounds. And there is like a gas leaking out of him. That's like this grayish green mist. Just wisps of it. And that then goes to Alistair. Alistair, what would you like to do? You see your buddy in combat.
All right, now did Drew land a hit?
He did land one. The second one got blocked.
Okay. Then the way retainers work, I am inspired by his attack, and therefore my attack automatically hits. So I will hit the same one he attacked with my firebolt.
All right.
Do I roll or take the average that's
Just roll.
listed?
We roll.
Just roll?
Yeah.
Right.
I do average if I don't have
take
time.
another 4 damage.
Okay, another 4
fire damage.
All right, and then that would take us to the 2 Draconians. The one that is
Can I say something?
And it has
during
to be
this?
quick.
Yeah, so as he's pushing me up, he says, in Draconic, attack me at your peril. Lay down your arms and surrender.
He would hiss at you and in Draconic say, in Takesis' name I slay all who worship Palatine.
Okay.
So the other one who's got it wrapped around, he tried to break it. He does not. He gets the spiked flail driven further into his face. And then the other one is going to attack you. That is a 20 to hit.
That hits.
Okay.
Just.
And then I am going to... I don't do a great amount of damage, but I do a decent amount. I did max, though. 7 points of piercing damage. And then I get my second strike, and I hit an 18.
The 18 does not hit.
So you block it with
However, yeah, the one that does hit, okay, so I take 7 points of damage.
Mm-hmm. I take damage when I hit you, don't I?
Yep.
Yeah.
Glimpse of redemption.
Where's my
As
goddamn meter?
as the blood that is spilled splashes onto him, you see it flash a silvery white right before it hits him, and it hits him for.
I'm taking more damage.
I want him not to attack me.
I don't like this.
Only 1 point of radiant damage.
All right, I mean, that's adorable. The other one didn't get anything.
It's only D6 right now.
So that takes us to Evra and Blackmire. How long have you two been in the temple? Did you just show up? Have you been here for a little bit? Have you talked to this gentleman before? Or did you just arrive?
I think we just showed up.
All right. Solera, are you down for that? Yeah, okay. Well, you just show up and there's combat in front of you in a gigantic tree that goes through the roof with rain dripping off of it from the recent rainfall, filling bowls placed around to, like, collect water. And you appear out of one of the walls, and you move to the position you're in, and what would you like to do?
I'm gonna go with attack someone because Everin doesn't have any instincts other than let's just kill people. I'm gonna do inflict wounds on this guy over here.
Which one are you attacking?
The same one that Drew is.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. All right.
So, to hit, it is going to be a dirty 20, so I think I'm okay.
That hits.
Yeah, cool. D10, D10, and a D10.
All right. Moxie, let's save Drew.
17 plus my wisdom, 22 damage.
22 damage?
Yes.
What are you hitting me with?
My trident, but I am casting inflict wounds on my trident, which means that I get 3d10 plus my spell casting modifier.
3d10?
3d10 for inflict wounds.
Holy shit.
I have to make a save, right?
I don't know.
Inflict wounds
Hold
is a
on.
save. It doesn't matter. I rolled
No, it is not. Inflict
I
wounds
have
is
that
not a
spell.
save.
Shit,
Are
I
you
gotta put that
serious?
on there.
I'm
I
serious.
will.
Inflict wounds is me rolling to hit.
Drew, I will remind you, inflict wounds is a evil action.
Are you sure? I mean, it's 5th edition. It might have changed.
It's in Corinne. It is evil. Nice try. When that happens, we're in the middle of day traveling. The room turns black. Like dark shadows fill the room from above. And I am going to spend my points to spend one of the wild magic cards.
Bring it on. Let's go.
I need you to roll me a d10, please, under the black moon.
Sure. It's a 5.
5. All right. Black Moon 5.
Black Moon 5 sounds.
That sounds like a great band, right?
That's a band
Yes.
name.
Right?
That is a metal name.
Welcome
Yep.
to Black Moon 5.
Black Moon 5.
I don't know. I see them as kind of like some like indie sweethearts.
You said, get the fuck out of here.
Limited engagement.
We're
Plus
playing a
card now.
heavy metal game, Allie. No.
I didn't say Black Moon 5.
There is no indie in the rock scene. You said 5 wrong. It has to sound like death metal. So you rolled a 5. A 5 is you can cast a second, 1st to 3rd level spell from the Black Moon.
Whoa.
Like right now?
Right now.
Oh, let's. And this dude's not down yet?
Nope, it does take your spell slot. It just basically allows you to cast a second spell. No, I'm still standing.
That's okay.
I am melting, and there is nothing but like bone and stitch marks, and you can see the scales have melted away. There is a human body underneath it, like it's grafted to them.
Man, I wish Hagen was here to see
Actually,
this.
instead of casting I want to be cool though.
Quote of the night. I want to be cool though. It's been I hate you and I want to be cool. Those are the two quotes for the night.
And that's perfectly fine with me. I'm trying to decide if I should like actually hit somebody again or if I should do like the smart person thing.
I don't know.
I'm gonna do the smart person thing because she's been in battles like these before and she knows what goes down. I'm casting Consecrated Armor on myself.
Okay. My entire right arm which is not holding the sword, it is left on this guy because that's what he parried with. The entire right arm is decrepit and shriveled and nothing but bone and sinew, as I technically lost my right arm to a wound from that spell casting because I failed my wound save.
Oh, nasty.
Cool.
That sucked. Then that goes
right.
to me. As that's wrapped around, he pulls taut on the flail, like wrapped around his head, and he starts slamming his head against the brick wall over and over again. I do not kill it, but I do some serious damage to him. With my attack, I get to move him where I want. I throw him 10 foot out of the temple. And Solamniki says, Draconians are not allowed in the Temple of the Gods. Ttrpgfamily does not. Ttrpgfamily is no longer allowed in the Temple of the Gods. And he would follow after him after throwing him out.
Okay.
Now, in the background, I will say there's a large pile of rubble of one of the bigger statues back here. And you can see Dragon Head still mounted on the wall, but all of the stone that it's attached to is destroyed. So with that would take us to Solera. Solera, your sister, is apparently decided Super Saiyan is the only form she knows.
Yep. Yep. So Solera starts by going, Everett, no, we are not followers of we would have been okay. And you see her just kind of look distraught as she runs out and goes, Sir, through your wounds. And as she gets to the door, she's going to start to cast, and you're going to see similar to what she tried before, where she starts to try to cast color spray, but as she is kind of casting it to distract this other creature, she instead accidentally ends up casting Ray of Sickness.
You have to roll to hit with Ray of
what?
Sickness.
Amazing.
We absolutely do.
And which one are you shooting? The one that the one-armed man is fighting, or the one that Drew's character Taryn is fighting? And that your sister melted into oblivion.
That the one-armed man is
Okay, cool.
he looked to be injured. She was going to try to blind and distract this dragony creature. That's a 19 on the dice, so we're looking pretty there. Let's see. So that is going to be a 23 to hit.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. 23 hits me.
Cool.
I don't know what happens with that spell.
Beautiful.
What does that spell do to me? I'm not really happy about it.
So it's going to be 2d8 poison damage, and they have to make a con save. So I'll roll the damage while you roll the con save. Yay!
13.
13. I was about to roll the wrong kinds of dice. That is just 10 little points of poison damage, and the con save.
Oh, I'm sorry.
makes
Did you?
it.
What did you say? Poison damage?
Yes.
Nope. I do take poison damage. Just making sure. 10 points. I am still standing. I'm pretty beat up though, and that would take us to. Are you moving? Oh, you did move. Okay. That takes us back to the top of the list. Taryn, the one you're beating on is rotting. His skin is falling off. You can see half of a human on the other side of them as the dragon meat and scales have fallen off. Even the nose is half melted as he's turning to look at you. If you weren't a worshiper of Paladin, he'd probably be begging for help. But he's not, because you are.
He's not. Yeah, he will.
That's it.
Yeah.
Actually, not a spy.
No, he'll go ahead and attack again.
All right, give me a roll.
One-handed.
He is now
does a
flanked too, so you get advantage.
Oh, cool. Jesus Christ. 7 plus is a 12 hit him?
No, a 12 does not hit me. I will say, in our cards, we do have +2 to hit. If you would like to use a +2, that would hit him.
Sure.
All right, so +2 to it. We will use, let's see here. We'll use the one from Bear the Crusader.
Yeah, Bear.
Thanks, Bear.
And then you can't use another green card, but if you would like to use a blue card, you could add dice of damage to it. You could add a D10.
No, I'll save that. I hit him for 9 points of damage.
Oh, okay, I'm toasty. Well, that said, everybody who's within 5 foot, I need you all to roll me a DC, I'm not telling you, a Constitution saving throw as he explodes in a green and gray gas. If you are within 5 foot of this one. I think that's only Terran and Everin, if I'm not mistaken.
You said a Constitution saving throw?
Constitution, yes. Constitution.
18 for me.
Okay.
I also got an 18.
All right, as the gas
Nice.
goes off, you cover your faces as he explodes in this gas and rubble hits the ground of stone and sinew and pieces of scale. There's one left in the area. Would Greystone like to move and use an extra attack card? We got plenty. Might as well use them up.
Sure. He's going to run in, and after seeing what this one did, oh, it's a maneuver to move somebody, isn't it? I don't have any maneuvers.
No, you just get an extra attack, and that's all. You would move and then get to hit him. He's currently, like, tackled to the ground. Like, this guy's just on top of him, just wailing on him. And he's got his spiked knee pads dug into that guy's side, so he can't move. AKA, I pinned him.
Well, if this one's going to attack as well, I'm actually going to move.
This one I'll mark dead.
I'm going to move to in front of Alistair so that I'm blocking him with my shield up.
Sure.
And as I'm coming in, like, that one exploded. Make sure you attack it from range.
That guy's not getting off of him.
No, I was talking to Alistair.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Because he's about to firebolt him probably in the face.
Are you backing up and firebolting?
I am with his advice and his inspiration.
Now you don't auto hit because he did not hit this one.
He didn't hit and kill the other one?
You have to attack the same guy, don't you? For the Inspire, or is it just anything? If it's anything, that's broken. I thought it was same target.
You might, Rabbit, you might.
I didn't write this. MCDM loves flavor, so they probably just said anyone. If I'm writing it in MCDM style, it's probably anyone.
Yep. If you hit, your follower hits, even if you're attacking different targets.
Perfect. MCDM for the win. Let's go.
So,
wow.
This guy on the ground will take 7 fire damage.
7 fire damage. He explodes. I need a save from Terran and from the knight on top.
Okay.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Con save, right? It's only that's only a 12.
You're good. And the knight gets up and off of him. He brushes the stone and particle off of him. And he looks at you and he says, "Well met." And he walks over to shake your hand.
I shake.
So he has got a rose symbol on him, but it is just mostly destroyed.
Oh fuck yeah! I sheath my sword and I clasp him like, well met. What other service do you require?
A history check.
Okay. 7. I rolled a 4.
You don't. You could. And it would technically be a social roll. We do have a re-rolled social card if you'd like to re-roll your social roll.
Sure.
Okay.
It's not that bad. Not better.
Bears.
Not much better. It's an 11.
You don't recognize them. As far as you know, outside of the capital or heading to Calaman, Knights of the Rose don't usually wear their armor anymore. Not since Lord Soth.
Oh.
He has it on, but it's beating his shit.
So he's okay. So he's like that's happened already.
Yes.
Okay.
Lord Soth has been around since Cataclysm. Yep, because the Knights are blamed for it, and one of the reasons they're blamed is because of Lord Soth. Because he carries one of the last flames of the Cataclysm as his weapon.
Fixed it. Yeah. Terran Greystone, recently of the sword. What other assistance do you require?
None. I'm simply here protecting the temple. There are dragons in the area. There was a large red spotted to the northwest. Some travelers who were fleeing their farms let me know.
We were set upon it last night. Barely escaped. It was strange. There were other winged creatures there, and they were dropping, I can only assume, alchemist fire or something along those lines. I heard glass shattering and more fire erupting, but
who are
the
the
red
rest
that
of these
showed up.
people? Were they friends of yours? And he points like the two ladies, like they were not in the temple when I searched it.
That, Celira immediately steps behind her sister and is going to put a shoulder on her shoulder, peering out behind her, and I'm going to go ahead and cast Allure.
Ooh, what does Allure do?
So Allure, I'm casting it on Everin. It basically, the target can roll a d6 and add it to one charisma check of their choice.
You're wonderful. I was not built to speak to people.
I say, I do not know them. This is Alistair Fauturn. He is my companion and trusted confidant.
Well, great to meet you, Alistair. The two of you. My name is Berengar, Knight of Salamnia. As he stops what he's saying and he kind of pulls his robes back over his armor and clasps it shut. And he's only wearing like a breastplate and greaves and a pauldron on one side and gloves, but he's not wearing a helm and full anything. And that's Berengar.
Sorry, say it one more time.
Berengar.
Berengar. Got it. Do you give a last name?
No.
Okay.
And usually you would. Unless that is his last name. He just gives a first name and just as a Knight of Slavia. I've been at this temple for a few months now. Tending to duties. Can we go inside? And as he says that, it begins to rain again. Lightning strikes outside. When you walk through the doors coming in, and he would kind of invite you all in, out of the corner of your eye, Terran, off against the nook to the left here, like this little walled area, you see that covered mirror. Nobody else sees it.
Okay.
Except for Moxie. As the darkness starts to fade away, you can see a black dais on the ground, but you don't see anything above it. It matches nothing else here. And it looks like a kind of a resemblance of the Black Moon. And it is over here on this corner, kind of half of it, basically a half a dais out of the wall. You don't see anything else. This is as you all walk into the temple with this large, gnarled oak tree in the middle. The floors are kind of disheveled. There are broken and some full statues to all the different gods. Suspended from the ceiling are the 3 moons that seem to continually move like an oversized wind chime above, like around the circle, the perimeter of the hole in the ceiling, which is made. It's not like the tree busted through it. It's made to collect water. And they slowly move around together. Once in a while, they'll knock and you'll hear a chime sound. But this is one of the larger kind of wayside temples to the forgotten gods of Corinne. Your statue for your god is partially destroyed. Do you want to do anything with that dais as everyone makes their way into the room? He walks over to wash his hands in one of the bowls. He's like, please, use one of these 2 bowls to clean yourself of the remnants. The other ones are up for drinking if needed. I do have some food, and on the back side of this tree, it does bear fruit.
Is that where Alistair lands?
I just moved everyone into the door. You can put yourself where you want. I'm putting the dais right there, where Alistair is at. I don't know if you want to stand there. Nope. That's up to you.
Well, I guess, does Alistair see it? Because I would walk over.
Only you and Moxie's character, Everin, would see it, but that's up to her if she says anything. That's why I'm asking what she's doing.
I'm not going to say anything to anybody else, but I will tap Celera. Sister, you go along. I have a small matter to attend to. I believe someone is sending a message.
If Alistair lands there, I'm going to pull him to the side. I'm like, I see the mirror there. Don't stand next to it. And, like, pull him aside. Is my passive high enough to see her going over to it?
Oh, you just noticed she's walking. I'm assuming. Is that correct, Everin? You are walking over there?
Yeah.
So, yes, you would see her walking that way.
Is it Roland?
Let's see.
Is he checking in?
I don't believe so. I think it's another person that's been in my life for maybe a bit longer than Roland.
Oh, if it's family, tell them I say hi. I'll take care of things over here. Hurry back.
Of course.
Okay, so both of you are standing over there. You can see the full mirror, Taryn, and Everin, you can see just the dais. It's covered.
But it's draped.
For you. For her, it's just a black dais. When you get near it, Everin, you hear a heartbeat.
I'm going to approach.
Okay.
Like,
you approach. If you step near it, you can start feeling heat.
My lady, thank you for your assistance.
Of course. Happy to help.
Why did you step this way, if I might ask?
Might I ask you the same then?
And he's going to take a step in between her and what he sees. Like, there is something here that I can see, and I'm curious if you can see it as well.
There. Thing.
And he's going to his sword is sheathed and his shield is on his back.
Okay.
And he's just going to turn and face away from it and offer his arm.
I'll take it.
And he's going to walk her away like 5 feet. And in doing so, he's like, tell me what it is that you see, if you don't mind.
I feel like it's probably fine. I just slayed a creature with this man.
Sure, whatever makes you feel great when you go to sleep at night.
Look, what happens after this is what will determine how I feel when I go to sleep tonight.
Fact.
Oh, I will know this though. In this moment, not that it gives me much insight to anything. I'll ask it this way so I don't truly get the real association. What color would you associate with what you are feeling right now?
Oh, I forgot about
What Taryn is feeling like in this
Yes.
moment
Yes.
towards you or towards the situation?
In the situation, like overall.
It would be red. It would be heat. It would be danger. It would be it would be like red and like a mustard, like sickly yellow. Like you'd probably go between those two, because like what he's feeling towards this is also stemming off of the last week and a half of exhaustion that he's been feeling.
Yeah.
Because of bullshit during dreams.
Yeah, 100%.
Very fair. So as she stands here in front of you, you see her eyes go like into this red, leaking into that yellow. She will kind of like meet your eye. I see a dais on the ground, but by the way you seem, I venture a guess that maybe it's not the same thing.
You see a dais and nothing more.
Nothing more.
Venture a guess. Actually, I'm going to roll an insight.
Okay.
Go for it.
18. Which this is just kind of for me. He's going to make the leap and say, have you seen this dais in your dreams?
I have not, correct?
No, that's not what you saw in
Yeah.
yours. Everything else up into like the flash of light, you both see the same thing, hear the same things. Yours turns into the heartbeat, his turns into the mirror.
I am afraid I've never seen this dice before in my life. Although I do have some strange dreams, and by you asking that, I would assume you also have strange dreams.
I have. As he kind of turns her back so that she can see it. Like he's not trying to control you. It's
Sure.
you definitely get a feeling of protection and guarding.
Okay.
Like he knows something you might not. And so he wants to try and keep you safe from that, or at least keep you out of harm's reach of it.
No.
And he says, that is not what I see. There is a rather tall structure draped in red. There's
Interesting.
some type of hide. It's not scaled, judging off of what the structure looks like and the fact that it was trying to talk to me.
Yeah, that's true. Those are all truthful statements.
I do not. It is an ill omen, to be sure. Of what kind, I do not know.
Interesting. Can I make,
No.
like, do I know anything from what he's describing, like, religion-wise?
You can make me a religion roll.
Yeah, I'll make it.
It's harder, but you can definitely do it. If so, and you do make this, everybody is going to have to take their earphones off.
How's a dirty 20 for you?
Hey, everybody. You know the rules.
Yep, I'm gonna go pee. Be right back.
Cool.
What a time to have a good roll, man.
So, everybody's good? Excellent. So, yes, you do know what it is. That is a mirror that takes you to another plane of existence. He has a demon tied to him, even if he doesn't know it. There are stages on that mirror that represent the 9 layers of hell. And there is a lever on the side with a stretched face and a knob through it. you know that by using it and standing on the mirror, you can enter it, and if you switch it another way, something exits it. But you do not know which way the lever needs to be for that to happen. You don't see the mirror. He does. But you see the dais, because it is a creature of pure evil, it is tied to the Black Moon.
Yeah.
If you want to tell this man that, that's up to you.
I'll tell him part of it.
Okay? All right. We're all good then. I want to take us back to the 5 cam. Let's bring everybody back on board here. Boop. Boop. And then we'll bring back, is it this one? There we go. Everyone's back. So with that said, a strike of lightning in the storm hits the tree and sets it ablaze right after I finish telling you all that stuff, Moxie. And it starts to burn.
Second strike of lightning to hit in as many seconds.
The tree. Yep, and it hits the tree and lights it on fire. The knight stands back from the tree and pushes back whoever's there to make sure that they're okay away from the tree. And he's like, I hope the rain pushes this out. The last thing I need is the tree to burn. And he kind of looks up, and sure enough, there's fire. And the way the fire is cast, it is putting a black shadow on top of Terran and Everin standing next to the dais. Behind them, Solera, you feel uneasy. There is definitely something else that's a presence here that you can feel. And when you kind of blink a few times, I would like to remind you, you are aligned to the Black Moon as well. I'm going to send a picture to you of what you see behind them. And it goes away very quickly. And it's basically standing on that dais.
Okay.
All right. I will find it. So go ahead and you can say what you want. I'll get you your image.
Sorry. Go for it.
I was just going to say, Solera starts to run towards Everin when she feels uneasy, but as she turns around, I think she's going to probably end up freezing in place for a second.
Okay. I will give you... Gonna send it to you in Discord, in your private channel. Let me get to that here. And where are we at here?
I don't like that. I don't like it.
Yeah, you 100% don't.
Chrissy, wake up!
I'm even putting the name because you know what it is. And you see it smile, and you see both hands kind of reaching out to the both of them, and then when you blink again, it's gone.
I'm going to continue running and try to just pull Everin towards the other side.
Do you step into the black shadow that they are all in?
Yep.
Cool, I need a will save for you, because you were facing
let's do this.
the mirror. Wisdom save.
Okay, dum-dum. Cool. That dum-dum was to my character, not to you, just as a heads up.
I'm not offended, don't you worry you.
So
I'm sure Drew has called him worse. Maybe even tonight.
Tonight!
Look at our StreamLoots cards here. I don't think changing a DC is going to help.
That would lower by 1.
Oh god.
Plus 2 to any roll. There is inspiration if you're willing to take damage.
I'm seeing that somebody named Ali Capwn played a change DC, so I'm just going to
now remember,
get that one
if it's a
off
green
of that.
if it's a green card and you use it, you cannot use another green card in conjunction. So if you want to use the inspiration card, you cannot do that. Unless you have a bond, ideal, or flaw for inspiration that you could use that you could tie to this scene.
You said bond, ideal, or flaw?
Basically those things that when you make your character in your background, if one of those pieces can tie to this scene, you can possibly get granted an inspiration for free.
Beautiful. I'm trying to push my sister out of the way of this. I'm tapping in my ideal of generosity.
Oh, that's more like self-sacrifice than generosity.
It is.
No, sorry.
Which one may argue is
you can argue all you want. I'm not. That does not fit. If you would like to, spend
that's a big ol'
an inspiration,
6.
would you like to use inspiration and take 2d6 damage? and use an inspiration card.
Since that would hurt my sister, no. But I can just have it hurt me. Let's do
Well,
it.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's hurt or
Biscuit for
death.
the biscuit. It's more fun that
Yeah.
way. Yeah.
All right. No, you don't get to
Oh,
roll
you
it.
don't
Audience,
know.
can I get 2d6, please?
No, you don't get to
That's
roll it.
great.
Rough.
That's great.
So you
Eric?
do get an inspiration. Go ahead and make your reroll. We'll get you your damage.
That's a 10.
Oh, no.
God.
You go to reach for your sister and walk right past the both of them. Do you flip the lever up or down?
No! I just wanted to tell you all, and I couldn't.
Up or down? What would you do? Would you walk up and grab a lever and pull it down, or would you flip it up? It's middle right
Down.
Pulling it down. I need an athletics check, please. It is unfortunately very difficult to lift and lower. It does give people a chance to stop you if you fail this, but we'll see. It's not impossible.
That is a
I
10.
hate it here.
You see
I
her
also
reach
hate it here.
and grab it. Your flesh fuses to the handle. You take the 11 points of damage from the inspiration, and you take an additional 4 of fire damage as your hand melts to it as you are trying to pull down on this lever. She does not move it. I will give everybody one action before we close our show out tonight.
Oh, you've got to be freaking kidding me.
Just chop it off, guys. We've got a medic. Just chop it off.
No, and the thing is all you see is her walk up to the wall. You don't. She's in like a shadow. You see the back of her. You don't see what
Is
she's
that what
touching.
I see?
You see her touch the lever.
I can see her hand like.
You just see her
out.
reaching out, but you don't. It's just a dais to you. The only one who sees the full mirror is Taryn. Taryn, is Drew having flashbacks right now?
I knew where this was going immediately. Like you said,
can I,
draped something, and I was like, "It's the fucking." It's. I know exactly what it is.
Cool.
I know exactly what it is.
May I scream and writhe in pain as a free action?
100%.
You see me scream and writhe in pain.
When she
Trying to
screams,
pull
the
at my
entire
arm.
place fills with a heartbeat noise. You don't hear her scream, and then you hear the sounds of flames and the screams of agony. And it sounds like a chorus, not one person.
You said I get one action?
Everybody gets an action.
This isn't enough of an action.
Not my problem.
Is this the losing an arm music, Eric? God damn it!
This is the cyberpunk song.
Welcome to my life, Allie.
I have literally nothing to help in this situation. Unless I take the risk that we talked about, which we don't even know if that works.
There's a call on a retainer car.
Cool, he's in the room.
My
There's the only
retainer's
retainer
nowhere
available.
near here.
It has to be available.
Yeah.
You need
My
fire shot
retainer's
at something?
somewhere very far away.
At my arm, please.
Alistair's heading out
Cover
to
it.
get snacks.
Oh.
I'm so mad right now.
I feel like I have the wrong color behind me. Let me help set this tone.
I mean, Monday's show came with someone pre-handless, so
I mean,
We gotta
fair
catch up.
enough.
I mean, we have one too. Like this guy's got a flail for a hand.
Yeah.
Okay,
True.
Which makes me think I know his last name.
probably.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, there can only be 2 of any lineage. And no one picked the other one.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
So, with that said, I'm just going to go around. Alistar, the retainer, since you're the smartest and the one standing back, because the other smart person in the room, I think, is burning right now, what would you like to do?
Well,
And the tree is
looking-
burning behind you, and you and the knight are standing next to each other.
I'm trying to look
Big
towards
smarts?
Taryn for guidance on this one. But
Looking to who for guidance?
Me.
Taryn,
Oh, okay.
like,
Okay, then. Taryn?
sir, what do you want me to do, sir? This is highly unusual.
Yeah, she's just reaching into the shadows. She's draped in shadows, so basically, like, this half of her forward and her face is draped in shadow as she's reaching in. Taryn?
She screams, cut it off.
Yeah, she does see that. She says, she screams, cut it off. You would see the knight untwist his arm, pull it off, and stick a knife on it, and lock it on for his action. Actually, a hatchet. He would hook on a hatchet. Taryn, do you need a...
Better than a bone saw
do I
in
need to
this
go to
situation.
Everin? Are you still looking?
Yeah.
Everin,
Go
what
to
would you
Everin
like
for
to
me.
do?
Don't ask me yet. I don't know what I want either.
Then if I get to the whole group and no one knows, you're losing this action.
No, I am
about
keeping my action.
You better make a decision
keeping
right
my
now. Come on, aren't you the embodiment of
Okay,
chaos?
well then, fine. First of all, moment to think, which means you have to let me think longer because that's my action.
That's amazing.
Okay, here. Let me help you with your thinking.
Very cool.
So,
Eric, can you describe what's happening to her again? Because I can see it. You said like
no.
it-
I paused Everin. It's paused right now. It's Everin right now.
In moment to think, I can use my action within that to make a check of some kind, so my next action can be informed.
Okay.
What do I want to ask? Because of my religion check that I got earlier that we talked about what was happening. If I destroy the dais, do I think that would help the situation?
The chance of you destroying this dais is like 1 in 100.
Okay, well then I tried.
That's your that's your moment in time.
Fine.
Cool. Taryn, what were you asking me?
Can you describe what's happening to her hand again? You said it melts.
It's fused. Yep, it is fusing to the handle as it is superheating and melting her flesh like sticking someone's face on a burner.
So
it's like an unoiled cast iron skillet with bacon in it.
So it's currently fusing to it. Okay.
Yeah, 100%.
I am going to kick her hand off of the switch.
Give me an athletics check.
DC 45.
No, this isn't Pathfinder.
DC 45.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm a class feature.
That. Say I'm glad I'm a class feature.
Don't have to make these decisions.
Athletics, you said?
Yeah.
19.
Cool. Allie, you can get another will save. Also, Drew, do a d6 damage to her.
Fucking God.
5 points.
Okay, you take 5 points of damage as your skin stretches, but you were still attached to the lever. So now it's like snapping your hand. Smells like log pig.
Did you say it smells like long pig? Oh, God.
Unfortunate.
Iron GM flashbacks.
Well, Allie,
Okay.
what'd you get for your next save?
I'm gonna go ahead. Kyle played a +2 to a roll for green, so I'm going to stack that for a 14.
Did you already click it and use it?
Yes.
Okay. A 14. You feel drawn to try again. Please make me an athletics check.
Fucking fuck. Okay.
With advantage for Drew's kick.
Okay, I know what to do now. I don't, but we're gonna try something stupid anyway because it's the only idea.
You do get advantage on that, though. Please take the better of the two. Not a disadvantage. Advantage. You got momentum behind you as he is assisting you.
Jesus.
Involuntarily. Drew, you're a 1 point away from detaching your hand from it.
God damn it. Oh, wait a second.
Nope, too late. We're past it. You can't retcon.
No. I didn't add strength to that. I'm
Doesn't-
sorry.
And we're past that. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
I'm not retconning now. Welcome to
Your
metal.
strength is 23.
No,
Well,
there's
you
no-
said roll a d6.
Michael Jordan.
You said roll a
That was
d6. I didn't
damage.
realize.
I was talking about your athletics check was one away. The damage is just from the pain. What did you get there, Allie?
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Oh, okay.
What'd you
That
get?
is a 14.
Still stuck to the lever, but you have not been able to budge it.
Okay, I'm gonna do
What are you
something
doing,
really
Everin?
dumb. I'm gonna do something really dumb.
Name of the show.
I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead on my sister.
Okay. Would you like to tell the audience what Toll the Dead does?
That's so metal.
So,
And what does it
Toll
look
the
like?
Dead. Toll the Dead is that I point at whatever creature I would like, and the sound of bells or whatever I choose will fill the air.
Heartbeats?
They have to take.
Tar
know,
riffs.
I was gonna say something oceany, but maybe. They take a D8 of necrotic damage unless they have already taken hits, which means they take a D12 of necrotic.
Okay, would you like to do your D12 of damage?
So as Everin is standing there and watching kind of in horror because she can't obviously see the mirror, but she can see her sister's hand burning. She, for a split second, maybe looks like she could panic, but very quickly keeps calm. And she holds her hand out and sort of black mist trails to Salira.
Okay.
And you hear what is really a mix of rainfall and a heartbeat in
Okay.
the air. And as that hits her, she would take 6 points of damage.
While you start to feel your skin rejuvenate, I hate to tell you this, Everin, are you immune to negative or resistant to negative energy? You
I am
need to
not.
make me a save.
That's fine. That's a nat 20.
So however that
Let's
spell works for a
go.
save is how it affects you right now.
Okay.
Okay? It does heal you some, but you're still stuck to it and you're still drawn. Alistair, you've not gone yet. If Alistair would like to do anything before we end our show...
I could, I guess, assist Drew in whatever his next endeavor is, because besides,
He
'cause I
kicked
don't really
once.
see this mirror or dais, right?
No,
I
you don't.
see-
He kicks
Yeah.
into the shadow. You have an idea, maybe, because he's explained it, but you don't see it.
Then I think what I'll do is I'll ready to blast into the shadow the next
Okay.
time he's doing something, kind of like to assist his next action.
Sure, like burning her hand off.
I wouldn't aim at her hand.
Okay, you're gonna aim in that area. Perfect. With that said, the knight walks up on the opposite side into the shadow. He raises his axe, and it is on fire. The
Oh.
camera cuts to it. And he looks to you, and he puts his other hand over Salira's eyes and chops. And that is where I'm going to end our show for the evening. With that said, thank you everybody for joining us. This is our last Prelude. I know a lot of people here came as guests tonight. I wanted to let Salira and Everin come in a very odd way. Get 3 of our 4 Tuesday cast members together. Todd's actual character will be in our first live show. We will not be here next week, but we will be here the week after as we take 1 week off like we always do for the first of the month. Does anyone have anything going on in short, like a new show coming up? I believe, Allie, you have a new show with Moxie coming up, correct?
You are completely right. Yeah, Lake is kicking off with season 2 Friday on Femme Gamer Party over on Twitch. That's twitch.tv/Femme Gamer Party. Do you like the 80s? Do you like sci-fi? Do you like cyberpunk? Do you like horrible tropes? Come join us on Ladies of Lake.
I should have had
It's
you
a
give
girl
me.
band
I should have had you give me
with
the
dad
intro. I would have
jokes.
played it for you.
Oh, fuck, I can do that.
Yeah, a little late now. Obviously, Moxie, you'll be over with her for that. Do you have any shows this week?
I absolutely will be. I'm there Friday night, and then going into next week, I am back as the GM for Into the Dark Room, which is a Kids on Bike 2nd Edition campaign.
Nice.
And a Carpe Diem, which is a Disney adventure style show in the Vanishing Lands.
So,
Don't blame me. Adam was a part of making that world. Adam and
Of
Allie
course he was.
were both there, and they both helped me make it, and so did Kylie, and so did Amber. This I
Get to
least
play
of
a
all my
song.
fault.
Drew, do you have anything going
I love
on
it.
this week?
I
You doing spooky
might
games?
I might do a short artisan industry and then just like some community gaming. I'm playing a game of Delta Green.
Nice.
Personally, till 9. So Spooky Games is starting
A little later.
around 9 o'clock. So it's to start a little bit late.
Nice.
But,
Delta Green is fantastic.
yeah, I'm excited for it. I've never played it. So yeah, that's what's up for me.
Anything for you
This week.
Mr. Westcott? Anything new for you? Any new shirts or t-shirts or craziness?
Not at the moment, but I do want to promote a show I'm going to be on.
Ooh!
It is February 7th, right here on Erik Frankhouse Presents. We're going to be starting Dragonlance. It's going to be great.
Yeah, it's our first full cast. That Monday and Tuesday will be our first full cast. I can also say that week we will be back with Watching Paint Dry. If you haven't been following 88 Riddles, he's posted the new box. We have a bunch of sponsors for that show, kicking things in for each month of our drawing. I know this first one is a red dragon in honor of tonight's show.
Ooh.
Or no, not the 7th, Todd. The 14th.
14th.
Valentine's Day.
14th.
Oh, right.
Because we're off the first
14th.
week.
I looked at the wrong calendar.
Yeah, I'm
sorry.
so excited. So that is it for us. The
14th.
rest of you wave by. We're going to go to me. I'm going to change our music to close us out and set us up for the next episode. Bye, everybody. Yeah, there we go.
Goodbye.
I can't wait.
I hate it.
Don't
I
make
hate
my
it.
sister lose a limb.
I
Please.
fucking hate it.
Hey, everybody. Once again, I got to chop the limb off of a player. Let me tell you what, I am super excited that we're going to be back here on Valentine's Day. I have other things to announce, but I can't say them yet. But you'll be seeing me on some other places here coming up. And then all of our new merch will be launching the week of the 14th with all of the heraldry symbols as hoodies and shirts and all over the board and stickers. And then our actual logo for the show, our death metal logo, will be out as well. That is it for tonight. If you've missed any of these preludes, you can find them like right here somewhere. And then if you haven't subscribed yet, you should do that. That's over there. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you to my cast. And we will be back on the 14th, actually the 13th with our first show with our Monday group doing all the secret shenanigans that they do. Night, everybody.